Alright, we're back again, people. Welcome to the reaction channel called MatMadik Casts. Essentially, the MatMadik channel. I'm going to say AKA the MatMadik channel from now on. Alright, people, we got ourselves a Tyson James song of the drop on Friday. A lot of people are trying to aim for this drop on Friday thing. Listen to Bryson, listen to Tom McDonald. You know, Tom McDonald, typically the king of Friday drops, but I gotta say I was feeling Bryson's more this time, but it's still a great piece from Tom. But yo, what we got ourselves right now, Tyson, Mike Tyson. Anyway, Tyson James. Two genders. All right, this looks like it's a nice bipolar video. Where'd I get it from? I don't know. Look, man, this dude's a powerhouse. That's all that needs to be said. He is a force to be reckoned with. Forcing out the agenda has led many to be misled. All right, without further ado, let's play the video.
Well, America has experienced a rapid, in fact, a massive inflation in genders. And
what? Who said inflation in genders? Is that Tom? Is that what's his name? Tucker Carlson's voice?
Experience a rapid, in fact,
of course not.
A massive inflation in genders. At one point, biologists were allowed to determine what biology was, and there were two, male and female. Now, there's agender, bigender, two-spirit, hydra. We could go on forever.
Yes, Tyson. It does warrant a bit of a laugh, but this is nonsense. Anyway.
Wait, they, them, his, hers. See, Tim. Wait, what are these words?
All right, now from the songs I've heard this starting the day, I mean, rock, Bryson and Tom McDonald just came with a nice rock track. I wonder why they both had a rock song this Friday. Anyway, but yo, from what I've heard, Tyson James is the one song that's really smacking.
You are confused. Why you talking in thirds? You can only be one. It's not what you prefer. You're either one of the two. Whatever's between your two legs is the proof. Whoever gave you the option to choose, man, just sit down and listen. I'm breaking the news.
That's the thing. This is what's beautiful about the way he brings it out, and this is something that the liberal arts or the humanities need to just get back to promoting. Well, in my opinion, there may be abnormalities. It doesn't mean there's a third gender. Proof is, if somebody is a hermaphrodite, God bless you, or asexual, you know, intersex, typically they typically cannot reproduce, or they tend to, through hormone therapy actually, indeed choose one gender to be of the two, from which there had been some complications over it. Now, it's been spoken about so much, I don't even have to worry about offending people and not offending people. It's, you know, how many more people need to address this matter that is right before them, that everybody can examine for themselves. We're not talking about. Look, I'm not even gonna bother talking about. I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. It's a case of science. Anyway, at the end of the day, if you have a certain look, if you're in a position where you cannot produce and you have a certain orientation, of course that's nothing to do with genders. So that's that. Now I'll give you this. Let's say there's let's go into the animal kingdom. Now, animals that can switch genders, I understand. I believe snakes could, or some reptiles at least. Some animals can switch gender. Some animals can appear to be another gender to deceive another animal, and some people say animals don't lie. Anyway, deceive another animal while they make, you know, making predatory moves on them. But, I think there's a fish that can do that actually. That can appear to be a female, approach another female, then say, "Surprise, I'm a man." Anyway, seriously, that's stuff like that's happened. I know. I wish I had the actual video clip to drop in the description, but it's one of those David Attenborough Blue Planet shows. So yeah, look, in nature, it is possible for people to be indeed to seem to switch in and out. But at the end of the day, when it comes to actually comes to mammals, it's reproducing and so on. You need to just have to just pick one, for goodness sakes, and it typically is one that you are born with. And I've already stated the case about the hermaphrodites. If you're born not completely on either side, but you choose therapy to go down one road, the body will just continue going that way. If you're neither all the way growing up, then I'm sorry to say that you may be blocked from pursuing pursuing a particular gender, or hey, maybe it can happen. I haven't looked that deeply into hormone therapy, but I'll say this: the whole thing, in my opinion, behind this switching genders is about the attempt to invert things coming from the deep state that's been pushed into society. Even the symbol of the rainbow being a promise of God that the world won't be wiped out like it was before, being inverted to being a symbol of Marxism from these LGBT rainbow brigaders, saying that yes, we're going to wipe out the world, put our rainbow flags together in a certain way, and you'll find a swastika right there in front of you. Well, yeah, and of course, inverting of the genders is, excuse me, it's more about screwing people up, in my opinion. But let me know what you think. Let's see what Tyson got to say about this. If you can bring another knockout, you know what I'm saying?
It's only two genders, your parents are jacking you up. They might as well put some crack in your cup. You came out innocent, now you're corrupt. Now you stand on the bridge and you just want to jump. Got these pink-haired devils teaching the kids in the school they are vessels used by the enemy. He's just a rebel. Let's turn up the kettle. When God gets a hold of him, he won't be gentle. How?
Yeah, man. I wish, this image right here, if I can freeze it and keep it as a thumbnail, I will. But if not, then oh well. But that is funny. Funny. Boy, oh boy. You just broke it down. But let's let him carry on that. I'll leave my comments at the end.
Dare you misgender me? My pronouns are them and theirs. Get it right. Y'all brains in a blender. If you state the obvious, you will be censored. God made your body and you're just the renter. He's the inventor.
Oh, say again about if you
state the obvious, you will be censored. God made your body and you're just.
For a second, I thought it said centered. Make sure I said it.
Our brains in a blender. If you state the obvious, you will be censored. God made your body and you're just the renter. He's the inventor, and he only made two genders. Two genders. He only made two genders.
Bruce genders. that was dope. Any of these pictures would be a great thumbnail. This is hilarious. And I said recently, again, I've become a very open-minded guy when it comes to acknowledging different perspectives on the matter. I have an opinion about something. It doesn't, and it may not ring true with someone else. Doesn't mean it's invalid. And I'm about to say, even you people in the Rainbow Brigade and all that stuff. Excuse me. If you have a view that you are being misrepresented by me or Tyson or anybody in the Patriot movement, I'm here to listen to that too. Coming together on the issue doesn't mean it doesn't mean that I have to agree with you. It means that we respect each other's rights to a different opinion, and move on. It's a funny state of affairs when somebody is insisting that you play along with them. I think, again, like my brother said one time, if you conquer, let's say you conquer somebody in a war, and then you made them a prisoner of war. They say, all right, fine, you surrender, you win. You don't get to say, all right, now I want you to renounce the flag for which you stood. No, they're not going to do that. They're just going to say, look, I'll do the physical stuff such as stand in your jail cell, and but you'll do the rest. if you want to try and take it too far and try and do some more violations, over my dead body. But the most you'll get is me standing in this jail cell because, you know, um, 'cause I'm a, I seem to be at the mercy of your system. But thankfully, we're not in that position. We know that people are feeling that that's the case, so we have to just play along with this wordplay that these people are putting on us. But thankfully, we're not. This is why Tyson's able to make these songs. So, I recommend people that you embrace the 1A, the First Amendment, speak your mind, whether it be in line with what Bryson saying, Tyson saying, not in line, or something neutral, but silencing people because you disagree is never a good thing. Anyway, let me know what you think. Peace.
Only two. Look, there's only two genders. I love the science and it says there's only two genders. Only two. Look, there's only two genders. I love the science and it says there's only two genders. Google just told me there's 70 genders. I need the evidence, where's the defenders? Maybe you're brain dead, you lost your receptors. They banned me cause I'm a repeating offender. These are the stakes in their race. I am not giving 1 inch to the gaze. It's funny, the sin that God called is detestable. Now when they claim it, they get all the praise. Evil. We only rockin' the blue and the pink. I think that you need to get a new shrink. Now you're denying the science you think. I want answers right now, but you're trying to think. You were assigned one at birth. There's only two genders, man, look at the birds. Men should be straight, and women have curves. You just shaking your fist up at God, you got nerve.
Oh, I love that line. You're just shaking your fist up at God, you got nerve. That's a line, man. That is a line. Been schooled, we're being schooled, people. In how to just throw the grenade right back at the deep state. They may pull the pin and throw it at you. You can alley-oop that thing right back. But when it comes to God right here, i.e. this love, the force of life, God actually needs no defense. I know a lot of you who the Christian supporters out there, supporters of Tyson, we like to say, I don't know, it's your duty to this and it's your duty to that. I beg to differ. And this is the thing about church and religion that I tend to veer away from is the division. Divisions in the excuse me. Divisions in the mega camp are similar to divisions in church. I'm Catholic. No, I'm Protestant. No, I'm Pentecostal. No, I'm Orthodox. No, I'm Apostolic. It's like God doesn't see you any different. So why should you see each other? Oh, what are we talking about? God doesn't like them. They celebrate Christmas, and Christmas is a pagan festival. Oh, God doesn't like them. They're fine with Halloween, and Halloween is unity, man. All these labels that were invented by somebody one day will never erase the fact that underneath the truth, underneath it all, we are the pure humans that God created, the kind of humans that Tyson's talking about. And because that no label invented will ever change that. That's why God is like, I think what Einstein said once, the weak want revenge, the strong forgive, but the intelligent ignore. You can even turn it around and take it a level higher and say the wise ignore. If shaking your fist up at God, it's again to no avail. It's worthy of mockery, if you will, or not even mockery. Just it's nothing. So anyway, yes, you do got nerve, but you really got nothing. Just keep going.
How dare these people use common sense? Everybody knows there's more than two genders. Transphobic! Y'all brains in a blender. If you state the obvious, you will be censored. God made your body and you're just the renter. He's the inventor, and he only made two genders. Two genders. He only made two genders. Look, there's only two genders. I love the science, and it says there's only two genders.
This is what I'm gonna say about Bruce Jenner, by the way, or Caitlyn, if that's how you want to be called. God bless you in your quest to find peace and love and happiness in your life. But this is running as a Republican is a is an interesting thing. A lot of people in the Republican Party are like Tyson him. I mean, even I myself would say, yes, we understand. Some people would go as far as to say homosexuality and the notion of being able to change your gender is tolerated, but not normal. Some would say, "Oh, how could you say that?" You know, if you think what I just said was bad, again, you should listen to more of Tyson. But it's if it's particularly offensive, it's probably something about it that rings true for you. But I'm not necessarily saying that's fact. I'm just saying this is my opinion. You know, sorry, and listen, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I think something is something about you then means I can't be one with you. Again, I say all of the labels. In other words, everything we do that tries to redefine what we are versus what we were when God created us in the first place is meaningless. So really, God's not afraid of this. There's no reason for me to be, really. So I accept people from all walks of life who walk this earth with me and so on. And there may be something about you that I don't vibe with, but I will never let it get in the way of actually having a discourse. But let me know what you think, people. It's a tough pill to swallow for many, but thank you for spending the time to watch this video. That's a gem. Tyson, man, you did it again. Let me know what you think, people. Catch you next time where we go one, we go all. Peace.